Welcome again to another Adam's Corner video. I'm Adam Long. I am the host of the Adam's Corner podcast, where I basically take a look at all the Blu-ray and 4K discs that have been released in the previous month. I do that once a month on my podcast, and this is a supplement. These videos are a supplement to what I'm doing on the podcast, so you can see the titles that I'm actually talking about. And so without further ado, let's get to it, shall we? Warner Brothers has issued The Nice Guys in proper 4K Ultra HD format. This was a 2016 release, previously issued on Blu-ray. The Blu-ray looked really good, but this copy actually enhances it even more. It's a really nice-looking upgrade to 4K. You get the featurettes that were on the original Blu-ray. It's a great buddy cop film set in 1978, directed by Shane Black, co-written by Shane Black, who created, of course, Lethal Weapon. It's just a really good film. It captures the period of 1970s LA really nicely. I was amazed when I saw it in theaters how well it did in terms of capturing the look of LA 70s. And it was just, I was really impressed by this film then, and it's still good. So The Nice Guys, being issued by Warner Brothers in 4K Ultra HD. Daffy Duck's Quackbusters, and there's several animated films here from Warner Brothers, Warner Archive rather. They've been doing a lot of animated films lately, and one of them is Daffy Duck's Quackbusters, which was the fifth in the series of Warner Brothers compilation films that were released in theaters in the 70s and 80s, starting with the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie in 1979, the Looney Bugs Bunny movie in 1981, Array of 1001 Rabbit Tales in 1983, I believe, and I believe 84 it was Daffy Duck's Fantastic Island, and this was the final one, Daffy Duck's Quackbusters, which is a parody of Ghostbusters. This features the voice talents of Mel Blanc just 1 year before he died. He did all the voices, of course, in the Warner Brothers cartoons. This includes the Duck Dodgers and the Return of the 24th and a Half Century, The Duxorcist, Little Go Beep, Night of the Living Duck, Superior Duck, Blooper Bunny, and Invasion of the Bunny Snatchers. These were some animated shorts that they put together in the late 80s, after the animation department for doing short films had been put to rest for a long time, and it's really the best of those compilations actually, and so it's nice to have this on Blu-ray from Warner Archive. Tom and Jerry, the complete CinemaScope collection, features all of the widescreen cartoons starring Tom and Jerry. Of course, television was competing with people going to the movie theaters, and so in order to give them something extra in the theaters that they couldn't get on television, CinemaScope was invented along with 3D in 1953, and so that's there's 23 cartoons that were filmed in the widescreen CinemaScope format, starring Tom and Jerry. 23 shorts plus 3 bonus cartoons for a total of 2 hours and 55 minutes. So this is another Warner Archive release, and they're just really doing some great work on the animated side there. Wait Till Your Father Gets Home is it was one of the animated series in the Hanna-Barbera canon, as it were, and they're celebrating the 85th anniversary of Hanna-Barbera, I do believe, this year. I think that's no, I was thinking of Tom and Jerry. Sorry, that's Tom and Jerry are turning 85 this year. This was a series that ran from 72 to 74. I was a little bit young. I was around, but I don't quite remember it being on, and it's 1,175 minutes. So it's quite a few episodes here. You get the special feature, retrospective featurette animation for the nation, illustrating the times. And it's inspired by like All in the Family, and you have like the kids and the parents arguing and debating issues and that sort of thing, typical of the time. But it's nice to get this on Blu-ray. Wait Till Your Father Gets Home from Warner Archive. And we have a couple... Ooh, that was not good. We have a couple of... a new label here. This is Visual Vengeance, yes. And they've released 2 films that were directly to videotape and have been rescued from videotape limbo. Both of these are Furious from 1984. It's a kung fu master ventures into the city's gritty underbelly for answers to his sister's death, and there a cunning spiritual master deceives him, plotting to snatch his piece of an ancient amulet he shared with her. And so you have Furious from 1984 coming to Blu-ray from Visual Vengeance. And there's lots of extras here, lots of commentaries, and a lot of there's a booklet, video essays, just lots of swag there in terms of extras. And you also have another one from that same label, Visual Vengeance, Beauties, Dinosaur Valley Girls. I'm sorry, Dinosaur Valley Girls. I'll get that out. This is Beauties and the Beast. I was reading the back of the cover there. This is starring Karen Black. Chain-smoking Hollywood action star Tony Markham is zapped back in time via a magic artifact to a prehistoric world of flesh-hungry dinosaurs, angry cavemen, and a tribe of exotic, love-starved cave girls. This, again, was a direct-to-video feature that's been rescued from limbo. There's a making of doc here, audio commentary. There's a featurette on Karen Black, the late great Karen Black, I might add. So Dinosaur Valley Girls. And we also, getting into the Kino Lorber releases, we'll talk about several of their releases. Sacrifice, the final film from Andrei Tarkovsky, the director who may have died because he shot his film Stalker on a set that was riddled with toxins, and he developed cancer not long after this film was released. It's his final masterpiece, a haunting vision of a world threatened with nuclear annihilation, and it stars Erland Josephson, who appeared in a lot of the Ingmar Bergman films. This is a pretty long one, folks, 2 hours, 28 minutes, but it's quite one of his more accessible films, and it's a pretty good one for him to end his career on. You got the audio commentary here in a 102-minute documentary on the making of the film and an interview with the co-editor of the film, and trailers. So The Sacrifice in 4K Ultra HD from director Andrei Tarkovsky. And we have 2 John Candy films being issued by the label. One, Uncle Buck, written and directed by John Hughes for the first time ever in 4K Ultra HD. Never before. This is from their licensing agreement with Universal. Includes Dolby Vision, and this is two audio commentaries here, and a interview with the actress Jean Louisa Kelly, and a theatrical trailer. I know Uncle Buck is a favorite of many people, and it's one of the final films from John Hughes as a director. I think he did one more, and that was it after this. So it's good to have John Candy's Uncle Buck on 4K Ultra HD, and another John Candy film that's being issued is Summer Rental. This also from a 4K scan of the 35mm original camera negative. Features a commentary and a featurette and a theatrical trailer, but good picture quality abounds, of course, as you would expect from the good folks at Kino Lorber Studio Classics. And this, of course, being directed by the great Carl Reiner, and also starring Richard Crenna and Rip Torn. And this is Uncle Summer Rental. Of course, the plot of the film is about a family man who takes a vacation from sanity when he takes a much-needed lease on a Florida summer rental, and of course, hijinks ensue. Yes, and last but not least, a film that I was really excited about coming to Blu-ray for the first time from a 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative. That is Play It Again, Sam. This is a film that was long in DVD Blu-ray limbo because it was only available on DVD. It's not directed by Woody Allen, but you would be surprised to know it wasn't if you didn't know better, because it came out around that time when he was making such films as Bananas and Everything You Always Wanted to Know About Sex but were afraid to ask, those kind of films. This fits nicely into that same canon. And it's written based on his stage play, of course, by Woody, and directed by Herbert Ross, who would later do Footloose and Steel Magnolias. You got audio commentary here and a theatrical trailer, and it's like I said, scan from the 4K scan from the 35mm camera negative. So anyway, it's nice to have Play It Again, Sam. I was just hoping they'd do this, and it's so good that it's that it's out there and available. So with that pretty much covers everything that I've gotten here in the last week or so. I'd like to encourage people to pick up some of these titles if you can, from Kino Lorber, Warner Archive, Warner Brothers proper, or Visual Vengeance if you're so inclined. That's what keeps these discs coming. If these labels, if we don't support these labels, these things will cease to exist, and fans of physical media know how important this stuff is. So I want to encourage people to do that. And thanks again for watching my videos and commenting or liking, subscribing, whatever you're doing. Just, I appreciate it all. Just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. And find me on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for my regular episodes of Adam's Corner. Until next time, keep those discs spinning.